Hey teachers, since we are not having a faculty meeting Wednesday, I'm going to be sending this email out to you, but I also wanted to create a quick video. I know this is a lot of reading, so if you want to listen to this along with reading through this, this is just giving you another option. So a couple of things about tomorrow night for conferences. First of all, this is a new edition. We just got information from the State Department of Ed Friday about this. This is why it's at the very last hour. But there is a conditions for learning survey that 3rd through 12th grade students will be taking later this spring. However, there is a parent piece to it we just got information about on Friday. We are hoping to grab some of the parents while they are here for conferences to get them to complete that survey. So all parents, which would be preschool through 12th grade, so everybody, every teacher, every parent is going to be offered the survey. The more people we can get to complete that survey, and it's about the culture and climate of our building, the more accurate that data will be. So what I'm going to ask you to do is there's a link in the documents, or Chris and I can print off a bunch of these and just have a stack down here. When you finish with your conference, if you can just hand this to the parents, and it instructs them that their survey results are confidential and anonymous. And Callan and I are going to have a table set up kind of by the elementary office, almost where we handed out the lays for 100 days of school. We're going to be set up there with laptops. So send this with the parents and just say, please stop and take 3 to 5 minutes to complete this online survey for each of your children. So send them our direction. You really don't have to do anything more than that. And that, again, is all highlighted here. I skipped the first item, which is specials for this week. Make sure you're communicating with your specials teachers, those of you that have specials on Tuesdays and Thursdays. With the 2 o'clock early out, that messes with the middle school and high school schedule, which is going to take precedence for the specials teachers. So will you have specials Tuesday or Thursday? I don't know. Make sure you're checking with those teachers and seeing if you can come up with a plan for those, or if you just have to miss them for this week. Summer school. We still have to talk about this as a staff, but I did put in here some information. Summer school is going to be like Success Center in the fact that it's by invitation only. And we're really going to focus on academics, CCC curriculum, illustrative math curriculum. Basically, we're going to give those kids one more month of instruction and learning to hopefully bridge the gap a little bit and better prepare them for the fall. So I did put together a handout that is linked in there for summer school. It gives some tentative information. Right now, folks, we're looking at June 7th, Monday, through Friday, June 25th, from 8:30 to 11:30, very much like the hours have been in the past. Breakfast and lunch will be provided. It's by invitation only, as it says here. We are not going to have summer school in July. So this schedule is tentative. Right now, I'm thinking 5 days a week, going hard for 1 month. Teachers, we need to talk about this more and get your input. Also, because of ESSER funds, which is COVID relief funding, we can have as many teachers as are interested, as well as paras. So I would love to have a lot of staff, and so we can provide some very individualized things. Here's what you need to know for 2 things. Number 1, we will talk more about this as faculty. Number 2, I want this put on the radar of parents tomorrow, only if you're thinking this kid really needs some additional learning and would be a good candidate for summer school. If that's the case, you can hand them this and just tell them more information will be coming. If somebody asks about summer school, but you feel like their child really is, on grade level and doing fine, you can just mention that summer school is going to be by invitation only, and you don't need to hand them one of these. So this only goes to parents if you think their kid should attend summer school. More to come on that. Other things regarding conferences, we talked about the parent survey, we talked about summer school, FAST and MAP data. Carrie should have given you, thank you, Carrie, a copy of MAP information as well as your FAST letters. Now, as much time as you want to spend on that is up to you. At upper grade levels, probably a little bit more conversation that way. Lower grade levels, you don't want to bombard. Use your judgment there. I know some of you have said there's a different form in MAP that you prefer. Go ahead and use it. What we really want to be looking at is thinking like a parent. I want to know, how did my kid do in the fall? And have they grown from fall to winter? And also remind the parents we'll be doing another one in the spring. But how you share this information, there really is no right or wrong. One of the things I like to look at is the percentile as well. So what percentile is my student in for both FAST and for MAP? So just use your judgment on that. Read through this paragraph. Make sure you're going over that data. I know you have a lot to cover, so don't feel like you need to spend 10 minutes on FAST and MAP data. Use your judgment there. Couple other things in case this question comes up at conferences, and also just for your information. We did schedule, as you know, the track and field day is going to be on Tuesday, May 4th. And the rain date will be that Friday the 7th. It's going to look different this year, folks. I know that Track and Field Day has been an awesome, awesome celebration at North Iyer Elementary, and we will continue that tradition in the future. This year, we are going to have grade level bands. Lauren and Ben will be providing more information on that, but we're not going to go all elementary at the same time. We want to mitigate how many parents we have attending because although we feel better about COVID, contact tracing is still a very real thing, and we need to mitigate crowds a little bit for those purposes. So t-shirts, I know in the past that you've had beautiful color coordinated t-shirts by grade levels. We are going to do that again next year. This year is going to look different. Lauren has been partnering with the American Heart Association. They have red t-shirts that we will be either having donated to us or purchasing for a small fee. And so everybody will have red this year to support the American Heart Association, and we'll collaboratively do that with them. So a little bit different this year. The good news is we are going to have a track and field day. The good news is parents can come, but we're going to mitigate by having grade level bands, and again, more information to come on that. Moving off from those fun things, or maybe spring testing is fun, talking a little bit about some upcoming testing. 3rd through 5th grade teachers, you have ISASPs. I'm going to go ahead and let you schedule those how you want. You'll be doing 3rd through 5th, we'll be doing reading, language arts, and math. And then 5th grade only, you get the addition of science. And we have the testing window here is going to be April 19th through April 30th. So you can do those right in your classrooms on the kids' laptops. Basically, try to get them started the week of the 19th. Don't save anything for the 30th. Let's use those last, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as makeup days for kids that were sick. Coordinate with the special ed teachers regarding when and where those students are going to test. But the majority, if we could get, a good chunk of that testing done the week of the 19th and maybe finish up that Monday or Tuesday of the following week, knowing that we technically have through April 30th for that. You remember, we'll be doing your online training. Look for an email from Amanda Lampman. You'll have PD this Wednesday to do the online required training component for that. And also SPED teachers, so basically Lisa and Janet, you guys make sure you look at the accommodations one so that we have a clear picture of what we can do for accommodations for our kids that have those as part of their IEP. Let's look here. Remember, the tests for ISASPs are not timed, but this will give you, for planning purposes, tentatively how much to allocate for each of those tests. So basically reading, language, and writing and math, 60 minutes for reading and math, double that, 120 minutes for language and writing, and science is about an hour as well. Now, everybody else, so if you were not 3rd and 5th and you've tuned out, come back in. All teachers, kindergarten through 5th, will have MAP testing. We're tentatively scheduling that for the week of May 3rd. Also May 3rd, once again, we're hitting the 3rd through 5th graders. We have that conditions for learning survey, which are questions about the culture and climate of our school. That'll be computerized. If we can get that done during that week, I don't think it's too labor intensive. It should maybe take about 10 minutes for the students to complete that. But that is something we need to get done during that week in May. And then last but not least is May 10th or May 17th. I'm not exactly sure yet when we're going to do that. I don't want to get too far towards the end of the school year, but we need to do the FAST screening. And again, that is relatively short. The main thing there is to do it early enough that we can catch some stragglers that might be absent. So some planning things there. Is that the last of my pages? It is. So lots of information to be thrown at you. Conferences are the big priority right now. It's a great opportunity for us to have parents in the building and continue to grow those positive relationships. That's why I want that conditions for learning parent survey to be completed, is because we need to know, what do the parents think of us as educators at North Iowa Elementary. So 2 things: print off some of these, or else I might just make some copies and have them sitting down here by the mailboxes and the copy machine, so you can just grab one of these for each of your students, because everybody gets one of these. I'll also have a little stash of these. I'll just go ahead and make some copies of this as well. Only give these to the parents of students who you are going to recommend needs additional learning this summer with summer school. If you guys have any questions about anything else, don't hesitate to reach out. How did this get to be 10 minutes? I apologize for taking so long. There is our Wednesday faculty meeting, since we will not be meeting face-to-face. So I did keep a faculty meeting like under 11 minutes. So I'm quite impressed with myself for that. Let me know if you guys have any questions or concerns. I'm happy to join in on conferences tomorrow and Thursday. I know I have several on my calendar already that you've invited me to. If there's anywhere you think it might be nice to have just an extra set of adult ears listening, or if you think there might be some complicated conversations that you'd like me to be a part of, shoot me an email or stop by, and I'd be happy to help out and join you with those. Thanks for all of your hard work and everything you do. Have a great Monday. Bye.